Hey there guys, how's it going? This is going to be a short, just like 5-10 minute video on my YouTube channel because I haven't uploaded in a while, so I thought I'd do a video. It's been, well, on my YouTube it's been about a week, maybe longer. On my Instagram it was about 3 days. Anyway, I want to go into more detail in what I talked about in my Instagram video, which is faith as a technique. So if you're not sure if this is a legitimate technique, then I recommend you check out I didn't bring my fucking, that's right, I'll just come back. A legitimate technique, check out Bentina Massaro and his videos on faith and God, because if obviously like enlightenment is about being in touch with God, basically that everything is a loving thought in God's mind. Out here is God's mind, in here is our mind. We let go of our mind, we start to connect with that which is deeper than our own self, which is our deepest self, which is God. And I know enough to know this is true because I've experienced things that are undoubtedly a higher power working in the world for me. Like, I literally just saw a flower, like, this is years ago, about 4 years ago maybe. I saw a flower like just turning and falling in the wind, and it was so beautiful that it was undoubtedly like God. And I've also had another experience of God like bringing my consciousness back to the present moment, and it wasn't me, I didn't do it, but it just came back, and I was like, holy shit. And that's when I started to have more faith in God. So first you start with just a belief, a trust, a faith. You're like, okay, there's got to be a God, there has to be. But the more you go on the path, the more experiences you have, and when you have an actual awakening, a serious experience of God, which I haven't had yet. I've had a dream about showing me what God feels like, and it's just like infinite happiness that gets more and more and more. Like my smile couldn't get any bigger, it was showing me, but I was just infinitely happy. I was just getting happier and happier by the second. So, and falling up was a key like kind of symptom of being one with God, because Shinzeng Young talks about you don't even know what you're saying when you're in touch with God. Like when you're enlightened enough, you just feels like you're constantly falling up and you don't know what you're saying. I've experienced enough to know all that's true because I've experienced them on small degrees. So anyway, but yeah, once you've had an experience of God, then your faith is unshakable, because the only thing between you and God is your thoughts, and the only kind of thoughts that stop you are doubtful thoughts, and they only come when you're not present. And when you have faith, it relaxes the body, which brings you into the moment, because it's a relaxed awareness. As Osho talks about, the three things of meditation are: it's alert, it's relaxed, and it's non-judgmental. So yeah, what else? So yeah, faith is a legitimate technique, and it's working really well for me. So but what you got to let go of is you become addicted to your thoughts. Like you can, if you're not ready, but you can become like, it's a trap. You can become addicted to your own like way of thinking and your victim mentality and your ego, because you may not be ready to give it up, even though it's ready to be given up. You're not ready because you're like, oh, what do I do now? I'm just bored, there's nothing else. But that's the next phase. The first phase is hell, the second phase is neutral, which you could say is boredom, and the third state is heaven. And then the highest is heaven and the lowest is devil. So, but ultimately, yeah. Yeah. So, what else? So any technique can work if it has faith in it, if you trust the teacher and you go for it. Because this game's not just a mechanical one, meaning it's not just a robot zeros and ones. It's not just like you're present oh, you're not thinking, and you just bring it back to the present moment. Yeah, that works, but to a certain place, it'll get you to a certain place, but then you got to learn. So the first place is effort, the second place is less effort, and then the third place is effortless. So yeah, because to get out of hell takes effort, and it's going to be hard. But when you're neutral, you no longer need the certain effort. You need to get something to pull you up instead of something pushing you forward. So you push yourself forward to go up out of hell, and then you start to let go more and more and more, and you get pulled towards heaven. Yeah, so you kind of need that faith. So your techniques get simpler and simpler until there's no more techniques. So if you're ready to start letting go, because yeah, so just then try this technique if you're ready. Anyway, 6 minutes, that's good. I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I know it was a short one. I wasn't actually feeling like shooting. I wasn't sure if I could even like get out anything, but I keep surprising myself. I keep getting more and more things out. More gems that I just don't even know were inside me. Because I somehow like remember like every quote I've ever read on spirituality, and I start to make my own quotes up because I understand it so well. But don't worry if you don't have this. You're gonna have it eventually, because what happens is the spirit takes care of the mind. You meditate, it quiets the mind, which takes care of your emotions, which takes care of your body, which takes care of your life. So don't worry about not being like, you're gonna be great, you're gonna live a great life. Don't worry about getting to a point where you're like, I'm bored and I don't know what to do and I don't want to live. There's more to me, there's more. You'll feel like there's more to you in your life, and there's more for you to do. There's more for you to be, there's more for you to have. And you will get it, trust me. Just keep on the path, and when your time is right, you'll start taking more action. And then action will become your meditation, and then you'll just fall in love, and you'll fall in to reality, and then become one with it, and then it'll be completely effortless. Trust God's timing. You got this in the bag. I'll see you on the next one. See you guys.